FBI team now. Michael Tyler, better known by his stage name Mystikal, faced an Ascension Parish judge today. He's been locked up since his arrest in 2022.
Well, New Orleans rapper Mystikal is behind bars again.
Good evening. First at 6 o'clock, Mystikal, a well-known rapper on the wrong side of the law tonight. His third arrest over the past 2 decades.
Covering Louisiana, New Orleans rapper Mystikal pleaded not guilty today to charges of false imprisonment.
New details at noon. New Orleans-born rapper Michael Tyler, who goes by the name Mystikal, is charged with first-degree and false imprisonment.
All right, let me take y'all back to a time when them beats was bumping and Mystikal had the game on fire. But fast forward and now the man behind shake your ass fighting for his whole damn life in court like it's a heavyweight bout. His government, Michael Tyler. His reputation, Grammy-nominated legend. But his reality, another day in court, facing charges that got him locked down since 2022, holding tight to his innocence while the system trying to throw him under the prison. June 16th, Mystikal stepped up in that Ascension Parish courtroom, facing the judge with his new defense attorney, Tiffany Miles Crosby, holding it down for him. Now everybody in there zipped up tighter than 200 bricks of dope at the border. Gag order in full effect. No lawyer on either side could say a word to the press. But Mystikal mama, he ain't need no mic. All she said was, "I'm praying for my son." And that hit harder than the Cash Money Records Man and Fresh beat from the 90s. Back in 2022, that's when the storm came. July 30th, just before midnight, Ascension Parish deputies got that late night call from the hospital. They roll up and find a woman shaking like a bad pair of dice, crying, beat up with visible bruises, clearly in distress. Kind of injection, the sheriff's office spokesman say the victim spoke and told him straight up, the man who did this, Michael Tyler, aka Mystikal. He pulled up to that boy's spot in Perryville and slapped cuffs on him.
New Orleans rapper known as Mystikal was arrested over the weekend on several charges. Officers responded to a hospital just before midnight on Saturday in reference to a sexual assault. Detectives say the accuser sustained minor injuries in the alleged attack. Michael Mystikal Tyler was arrested and booked into the Ascension Parish Jail, where jail records show he remained on Monday evening. Tyler is also charged with simple robbery, domestic abuse battery, false imprisonment, and other charges. He has not responded to a request for comment.
Since then, no bond. They've been holding Mystikal like he a menace to society, while the man steady screaming not guilty. Whole situation got the streets buzzing and his family praying like a Sunday service. But see, this ain't Mystikal's first dance with the system. Go back to 2004. He got caught up in a whole other scandal, pled guilty to assaulting his hairstylist. Word on the streets was he accused her of jacking 80 racks in checks and allegedly forced her into doing something degrading to avoid the police. Prosecutor back then, Sue Burney, said the whole thing was taped. Mystikal dropped $350K to settle that before serving 6 years in the pen. By the time he touched down, his rap career done took some major hits, from Grammy-nominated to registered sex offender. Then, just when things started cooling off, 2017 came swinging. Mystikal back in the headlines, this time behind a Shreveport casino. Police issued a warrant, accused him of assault again. He got picked up and once again sat in jail for 18 months until December of 2020.
Michael Tyler, more famously known as the rapper Mystikal, is now allowed to leave Louisiana after a court appearance. Mystikal was jailed for a year and a half for charges of second-degree kidnapping. He was finally able to post his $3 million bond on February 13th.
When them charges got dropped, like Adidas did Kanye West, whole case vanished.
Meanwhile, charges are dropped against Louisiana rapper Mystikal. Michael Tyler was originally charged in 2017 kidnapping. According to the Caddo DA's office, more evidence was discovered and the case was resubmitted to a second grand jury. That grand jury did not find enough evidence to charge Tyler, leading to the DA's decision to dismiss.
Man even told the Associated Press in 2021, "I used to be a nasty little rapper, but now I'm rapping to God." Bruh thought he turned the page, but karma ain't never missed its target. At 2022, Mystikal back in the legal blender. This new case, way more serious.
Good evening. First at 6 o'clock, Mystikal, a well-known rapper on the wrong side of the law tonight. His third arrest over the past 2 decades.
Tonight, Mystikal, whose real name is Michael Tyler, is being held without bond at the Ascension Parish Jail. WBRZ first to break the high-profile rapper's arrest on our news app this morning, and the investigative unit first to publish the disturbing details on what landed him in jail.
August came and he officially entered a not guilty plea.
Well, in the court today, rapper Mystikal pleads not guilty to drug charges. The charges accuse Mystikal of raping and choking a woman in his Louisiana home, as well as possessing several drugs. Mystikal's attorney says he is innocent on all charges. The charges include first degree, which carries an automatic life sentence. Other charges include false imprisonment, possession of heroin, marijuana, methamphetamine, Xanax, and possession of drug paraphernalia.
In September the 19th, Mystikal back in court again, this time facing a stack of charges so tall you would think he had a rap sheet from a GTA character. First degree unwanted sexual contact, domestic abuse, battery by strangulation, false imprisonment, simple robbery, criminal damage to property, and a whole party pack of drugs, heroin, meth, weed, Xanax, plus paraphernalia. Like bruh, the DA acting like he was running a trap house and WWE cage match at the same time. So boom, September 2022, right after that arraignment, Mystikal lawyer Joe Pierce stepped out the courtroom, head still spinning. He told reporters, "My client don't even do drugs." Said Mystikal was clueless about all the narcotic charges, like somebody done planted a pharmacy in his sock drawer. And when Pierce hit the road back to Shreveport, 250 miles deep, he was still trying to wrap his head around how they threw the kitchen sink at his client without even handing him copies of the indictment. They just read it out loud, like it was story time in court. I remember this the same Pierce that rode with Mystikal in that 2017 Shreveport case, one that had Mystikal locked up for damn near a year and a half before it got tossed like you be doing your first baby mama salad. Pierce made it crystal. At grand jury, they bought them charges, then hit reverse and unindicted him. Like bruh, how you get unindicted? That don't even sound real. But this 2022 situation, way heavier. Judge said if he get hit with that first degree unwanted contact, he facing life. No parole, no second chance, no mixtape comeback. It's a concrete cell and memories of platinum plaques. On top of that, the prosecution tried to go historical with it. They said they planning to bring up the 2003 conviction, throw his past in the mix like it's the greatest hit album, trying to show a pattern like Mystikal stuck on repeat. But Pierce pushed back, said people keep yelling it's his third case. But that 2003 situation pled to something lesser. In the 2017 charges, them got dropped clean. Still, the court wasn't hearing none of that. Mystikal sat tight in that jail cell while they worked through the motions. Didn't even get a shot at bond right away. Judge scheduled another hearing for October 17th. Said they might talk about bond then, might not. Like bruh was on layaway status. Meanwhile, Mystikal still holding his innocence like a red bandana at his second line. Told them people in 2021 he was a changed man, clean soul, fresh lyrics. Said he ain't that dude no more. But these charges, they had him looking like the old him never left. By the time April 2023 rolled around, the spotlight dimmed a little. Case still creeping slow. Lawyers moving cautious. Everybody tight-lipped. Judge kept delaying, made decisions, and Mystikal stayed locked down with no trial in sight. Then in 2024, that courtroom rotation came back strong. Case was set for a plea deadline, and folks thought maybe, just maybe, Mystikal might take a deal to make the madness stop. But that boy ain't fold. When they asked for the plea, man ain't say guilty or nothing. Judge just pushed it back again, this time to May 19th. Whole situation stuck on red like them IG models be doing you in their DMs. Every time his name hit court documents, the charges stayed stacked. Unwanted contact, strangulation, false imprisonment, robbery, property damage, plus them drug raps. And the prosecution still eyeballing that 2003 conviction like it's their ace card. Mystikal ain't say a word in court, kept it low key. His fam walked out in silence. Only one that spoke was his mama, still praying hard, still holding on, saying more than 5 words than any press release ever could. 8/19 finally hit, and the courtroom packed like the front row at the Essence Fest. Everybody waiting to see if Mystikal was gonna crack or keep fighting. Case been dragging since 2022, and now they stepping closer to trial talk. But once again, no plea entered. Judge delayed it again, even the whole room feeling like deja vu with no closure in sight. The DA looking like they're trying to stretch the case till the wheels fall off, and the defense holding up the line like your homie who always saying he forgot his debit card. Meanwhile, Mystikal just sitting in the Paris jail, clocking months like calendar pages blowing in the wind. No music, no stage, just concrete, court dates, and accusations. And while everybody else moving with life, he's stuck in a legal freeze frame. Get this, during them hearings, the DA pointed at the old Apple Watch band like it was a damn murder weapon. Mystikal broke it, trying to tie it to criminal damage. No dollar amount, no receipts, just that busted little watch band holding weight like baby before the Universal deal. By this time, Mystikal 54 years old, and this charge right here, first-degree unwanted contact, got that automatic life sentence hanging over that boy's head like a chandelier with rusty screws. No plea, no parole, no probation. On guilty verdict, it's curtains. Back when he was getting Grammy nods in 01 and 03, nobody could have guessed he'd be sitting behind bars 2 decades later, fighting a rap sheet thicker than Cardi B after the BBL. Fame switched lanes, and now Mystikal caught up in the slowest trial build-up Louisiana done seen in years. And yo, the courtroom wasn't the only thing quiet. That gag order locked up both sides tighter than Fort Knox. Not a word from prosecution or defense outside them walls. Public ain't getting no clarity, just rumors and recycled headlines. Mystikal side say the man don't even touch drugs. All them charges by heroin, meth, weed, and pills, they say it's bogus. Lawyer claim bruh don't even know what them substances was like. He ain't never seen them before in his life. Now that right there gotta be capped. Mystikal is from a grimy hood in the Indo. He knows exactly what every one of them was. Still the system moving like molasses. Months keep slipping and no trial date locked in. Just update, delays, and more tension. Another hearing popped up at the end of the month just to go over motions. No verdict, no closure, no finish line in sight. And all while they stretching this out, his fam wondering if they ever gonna see Mystikal touch the streets again. The man who used to rock arenas now caught in a courtroom maze where every exit feel like a trap door. By June 2025, Mystikal still ain't seen daylight. Been locked down 3 summers straight, watching the world keep spinning while his name collect dust in that Ascension Parish jail file. Another court date on June 16th, not for trial, not for a bond break. It's a simple update, but the tension in that courthouse heavy like Lizzo before the weight loss. Attorney Tiffany Miles Crosby slid in on defense duty, taking the reins where Joe Pierce left off. New lawyer, same fight. That courtroom move didn't shift much. They still stuck in the system, still stacking paperwork, still waiting on the next move. Every hearing, just more legal gymnastics, pushing dates, flipping motions, going nowhere fast. Mystikal still holding that not guilty plea from back in 2022. Still facing charges that could bury him alive. No trial start, no bond, no verdict. It's a man sitting still while the whole world changed around him. Now this ain't no open and shut story. Mystikal already been through hell with them past charges, the 2003 plea and the 2017 lockup that got dropped, and now this 2022 case that just won't end. 3 sets of accusations over 2 decades, but this one right here got the highest stakes of his life. And even with his name dragged through the worst, even with them headlines screaming foul, Mystikal still refusing to fold. Every courtroom appearance, he walking silent, handcuffs, eyes steady. Ain't no cameras, no quotes, no outbursts. It's a man with a rap legacy and a rap sheet clashing in real time. This case still wide open, no trial date confirmed, no verdict handed down. Just years of legal warfare and the weight of every charge sitting on his back. If he walk out, it will be the biggest comeback in rap history. If he don't, the mic stay cold forever.